Throughout fall and winter, the incoming tides along this stretch of beach at Deep Bay deposit thousands of tons of seaweed that has spurred a new resource industry here on Vancouver Island.
Mazaela japonica is it's a species of red algae, and this type of red algae at least is very rich in carrageenans. So this is a substance that's extracted and it's used for a wide range of products, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, food thickening agents, things of that nature. So it's a pretty valuable commodity.
This seaweed isn't native to BC waters. It was introduced here along with Japanese oysters several decades ago.
From what we can tell, it's only spreading, for better or worse. I know it's been ID'd down towards Nanaimo in areas. Ideally, we'd really like to map it and figure out exactly how it's moving, how fast.
The Ministry of Agriculture has been allowing beach cast seaweed harvesting at Deep Bay on a pilot basis for the last 3 years. A group of local scientists say it should be halted until more is known about the environmental impacts removing the decaying algae will have on the surrounding ecosystem.
Whether it's good or bad, it has taken over from whatever was there before. And of course, we don't know what that is. But since it's taken over, it is now a part of the local ecosystem. So we can't just view it as some sort of an unwelcome guest, something to get rid of. It's now a vital part of that marine ecosystem, and it should be regarded as the status quo of that area.
A Vancouver Island University research study being conducted will help develop the ministry's adaptive management model to ensure an environmentally sustainable approach to harvesting.
A big study should have taken place in year 1 as part of the pilot. First of all, I'd like some scientific definition of what a harvestable surplus is. Right now, I don't know if there's any surplus that can be taken without an undue risk to the natural ecosystem.
Sean walks the 5K stretch of beach once a week, surveying at random intervals and random transects on both harvested and unharvested areas.
There's 2 main components of it. First of all, we're trying to figure out just how much biomass is coming ashore throughout the fall and winter months. So that'll give us a bit more insight into what percentage of the total biomass is being harvested. And then the other portion is a little closer in-depth look at the beach ecology. So we're looking at things like invertebrate populations, how those change in the different age classes of the wrack that we find on the beach, and how those differ between harvested and non-harvested sites.
We have to remember that this beach wrack, although it's dying, decaying vegetation, isn't useless. This stuff happens to be the basis of the food chain up there. It's providing nutrients to the sea the same way we put fertilizer in our vegetable garden. It's vital.
This is all filling a gap of information to this point. So there's a lot of questions that have been asked by the community. It's a pretty polarizing subject around here. So this is going to fill a lot of voids as far as data on the subject is concerned.
It's hoped this study will help everyone understand the ecological issues associated with this relatively new resource industry here on the shores of Vancouver Island. At Deep Bay, I'm Annette Lucas.